Public schools in Nigeria are often neglected by the government, leaving thousands of pupils who attend these schools to learn in the most unconducive setting. Now, that was the case with St. Ambrose's Catholic Secondary School in Ondo State before the intervention of multiple award-winning journalist and founder of TV 360 Nigeria, Deji Bademosi, who donated some modern blocks of classroom for the use of students. Our correspondent Oyin Adekunle tells us more in this next report.
St. Ambrose's Catholic Secondary School was established by the Catholic Church in October 1977 before it was taken over by the government, and since then there's been no proper maintenance of infrastructure at the institution. But all this changed after a visit by multiple award-winning journalist and senior prefect of the school in 1994, Deji Bademosi. Touched by the plight of the students, he took it upon himself not just to rebuild the bad classrooms, but to also provide other facilities like toilets and borehole. It's all excitement and joy at the unveiling of the new buildings. Bademosi explains the motivation behind this gracious act.
The whole idea was to renovate one block. In the course of the renovation, the engineers discovered the building could not be salvaged because the plan was to just cut open part of the wall and then put pillars. But as they were cutting open part of the wall, whole wall just kept falling away because it was just not possible to salvage. So now, fearing for the financial cost, I asked that the building be brought down, that one block, that it should be brought down. And that's how the journey of the 4 new buildings standing here today actually started. The 4th block is actually housing 10 toilets. And one more thing, we have a borehole over there now to provide water. So this is not about politics. I'm just fine with what I do. I love being a journalist and intend to stay one as long as my body and my mind can actually carry me. So this whole project is born out of a very, very strong belief that education remains the best chance to achieve one's dream. And I'm a clear example of what education can actually do for people from very humble backgrounds.
The building was commissioned by Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi, who was flanked by other dignitaries, including the representative of the Ondo State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu. They all laud Bademosi for this contribution to public education in the state.
So I am not surprised that Deji has deemed it fit to do this and has invited all of us here to join him in doing this. I believe that the seed that has been sown today is not just going to be limited to this. It's going to grow in leaps and bounds, and we all have to find a way to join Deji and all those who have already contributed to this to ensure that this seed keeps growing and that it is also maintained in the process.
Government alone cannot fund education. And that's why I want to join others in thanking Deji and all the other people that have heeded our call and they are doing great things in their school. On our own part, we will continue to encourage you with all that we have. On the issue of the maintenance fund, we will also make our own contribution.
I must also point out the fact that there's no question in my mind that you have impacted the lives of these young ones in a way that you cannot even imagine. This seed will grow, and in future, I pray that you'll be alive to see the number of people who have taken some cue from you, who will do great things not only for this school, but for this nation.
This is what we have always advocated for, that when you have been blessed, you must come back to give back to your community, to help your community. No government can build the country. No government can solely build the state. In fact, America is not built by the American government. America is built by the American people. Nigeria must be built by Nigerian people. And we must all contribute towards this.
On his part, the principal of the school extends appreciation to the donor, as he also appeals for attention to be paid to the senior secondary classes.
Your great contribution to this infrastructural uplift of your alma mater will never be forgotten in a hurry. Blessed is the one that begat you, sir, and glory be to the Almighty God that gave you such a caring heart. A project that is being commissioned today, for the sake of posterity, I would like to recall some of the strides of yours, which include the following. 1. Purchase of 2 pairs of school uniform and school fares for 59 indigent students. 2. Payment of tuition fees and other levies for the same number of students. 3. Payment of WASI fee for a few indigent SS3 students. Award of scholarship for the best student in science, humanity, vocational and technology from GSS 1 to 3. Purchase of all recommended textbooks for 59 indigent students across GSS 1 to 3 classes. Equipping the school library with relevant textbook for teachers. Award of gift of laptop computer for each of the 3 most brilliant students in SS1 3. Permit me to use this medium to make a passionate plea to the rest of the successful alumni and any inspired philanthropists to come to the rescue of this school by contributing their quota, especially by helping the school to rebuild the dilapidated building that littered the senior section of the school.
Each of the new blocks of classrooms are named after 2 former principals and Bademosi's former English teacher who encouraged him to toe the path of journalism.
I'm happy that from now on, the image of the school has been boosted. And the school's name will continue to reign now. And that this has come from one of the old students that I happened to be a student here when I was a school principal. That makes me proud today that one of my old students has been able to do this for this institution. It's a great joy to me that I can never forget.
Me, Adekunle, TV 360, Ondo.